There we go.
How many times do you think I could flip this butter? I forgot I had water boiling back there. All right, we're gonna give everybody a couple minutes to.
Whoa, what's going on with the music?
It's the playlist.
Is this?
Welcome in. I mean, maybe it's like it's copyright free lo-fi music, so maybe it's just.
That was kind of.
Maybe you can connect to the.
Where's that list of? Did we ever make that list of questions?
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Damn.
That's okay though.
We're improvising. We have no questions to ask. Oh
All right.
no.
All right, so we're gonna get started making some edible protein cookie dough. I just gotta find my protein.
I'm just gonna do a sound check. I'm gonna see if.
I'm gonna find my protein real quick.
Okay.
Where is it at? Oh, there it is. I found it.
Okay, it is. It is working.
Protein. All right. Edible protein cookie dough.
You're good over there. It's
With a little
not.
special surprise in it. So if you have not seen these guys, I like Arises. It's called a Dablicator. There's a couple of different brands that have partnered with them, but they make it super, super easy. You just open it, twist. Actually, yeah, twist it out so the little black lines come out. And then when you're ready, you just boop, push it in, which
Just
maybe
a little boop.
Just a little boop.
Give it a little bit, not a big boop. Just a little boop.
Not a big boob, just a little baby boob. But yeah. So we're gonna put that in our butter. But okay, so I have two strains actually. I have a napalm OG and then I have a mango-rita. And I think I'm gonna play with the napalm just because I've had the mango-rita a couple times. Made some banana bread with it. I liked it. It was great for like bopping around and doing errands, but I kind of want something that's a little bit more like low vibey for the end of the night sweet treat. So we're gonna go with napalm because it has a lot of caryophyllene in it, and I love me some caryophyllene. All right, come on, they baby proof it. I did it. Okay, so behind me I have I don't know if the Instagram live can see. I have a double boiler.
What is
going
a double
on.
boiler?
Well, I don't really have a double boiler, so I just have. You can make one, makeshift one with a like a little. It's hot though.
Don't touch.
With a little with a little thing on top of a pot of boiling water.
How does a double boiler work?
That's a good question, science. I guess you could.
No, I mean you put. What I'm asking though is like you put water in the bottom pan.
Yeah, you put water in the bottom.
And then you put something else in the top one, right?
And then you put something else in the top.
That doesn't fall in fully into there.
Yeah.
So that way the water that's boiling steams up and kind of just removes it direct from the direct heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like less likely to burn things. So like when I'm melting.
Ask why we? Yeah.
Yeah. So
makes sense.
why? So it's less likely. Yeah. So it's less likely to like burn. So if I were to put just like the butter straight into the pan, the pot, what I have noticed is that like it's really hard to keep that butter from like browning and starting to like do different things that we don't want it to do. Like it'd be cool if we were doing like a brown butter recipe and you wanted more of a deep nutty flavor, but I don't. I just want it to be a nice butter.
You don't want that nutty flavor?
I don't. And so whenever especially when I'm like trying to like infuse things too, it kind of keeps the temperature a little bit more even and stable. So this guy on the package, the cool thing about this, if you haven't checked out my guide for like reading packages and like moving the decimals around and doing all the math to figure out how much milligrams you want each serving to do, it's in my link and it's free. But I will give you a rundown while we're here. So Arise makes it really easy. I haven't really looked at the other packaging that partners with Dablicators, but you can see the potency is 73.09% THC delta, 9 delta, delta 9, delta 9, 9 delta on top there.
Delta 9.
So we know that it's about 750 milligrams in this entire thing. Now total cannabinoids is 81%, but THC is what like I personally like to take into account, so we're not overdosing the THC in each thing, right? So the recipe that I released to Wednesday that we're following today is a 6-serving recipe. So we want each serving to be, what do we think? You want to go like 5? You want to go 10? Like if I'm dosing it for me, yeah. What are you could just?
Well, you know me. I like it on this lower dose side. I'm a like a 2.5 to 5.
So a 5 milligram.
5 milligrams. I can easily split that.
Okay.
I'm a baby when it comes to.
I'm a baby.
To the dosing.
To the dose. Okay.
You know, I take those little tiny.
So
little
we'll keep it. Oh, can you just have half of a serving then?
Just make the servings how you want them, and I will.
Because I wanted like
I'll go off of that.
I want like a 10 milligram serving, so I can have a.
See
serving.
More dough.
But then there's so much dough that I have to eat. So okay, so I'm gonna keep it like a 10 milligram. So in the recipe, that like half cup of butter slash 60 milligram infused would be like, we're gonna math this and put about 60 milligrams of or THC
math.
into
You did not tell me there was
this
math
guy.
involved.
Yeah, there's gonna be math. Welcome to class,
God
friends. There's math. So, but the
cool
thing, I haven't even told you the cool part yet. This packaging actually tells you what line it is equal to. So each line, so each black little clicker thing up in here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yep, each line. Oh, that actually like came out really, really cool.
Wait, show the folks over here too.
Each line. Oh, can you see? Can you see the lines?
Maybe.
All right.
Now you gotta do the hand thing where like you put your hand behind it.
Each
so
line.
It focuses.
Oh, there you go. Each line.
I don't know if that's gonna.
Okay.
There it goes. Yeah, you can see them for sure.
Okay. Each line is 44.78 milligrams of total cannabinoids. So.
It's a lot of cannabinoids.
It is a lot of cannabinoids.
Don't directly dab this into your mouth.
It's like that's like 4 gummies, just like just right in there. So I'm gonna do 2 clicks because that's about 80 milligrams total cannabinoids, but not THC, because remember that THC is at 750 milligrams, not the 81. I think it's just the copyright music that's doing that.
You think,
yeah.
You need to find a different playlist.
It's distracting, right?
It is.
It is distracting. Okay, so I like to just put it onto my rubber spatula.
I'm taking over.
And look, it's just like a little baby, just a little baby guy, and we're just gonna kind of combine it into that butter, which should be a half a cup of butter over into that double boiler.
We'll try this for now.
I don't like this bowl. I don't know why I grabbed this one. Sometimes it gets a little like sticky and stuck to the rubber spatula, so I just have to like let the butter saturate it for a little bit. Did you find a new one?
Yeah.
It's kind of like elevator music vibes.
This one?
Yeah.
Is it too slow?
I think so.
It's lo-fi. Lo-fi.
Lo-fi.
We can try that's like some upbeat stuff.
Try some more like reggae-ish.
Reggae? Let's do it.
So this guy, with these hash oils, the full spectrum, like I've noticed that like I could literally like it doesn't need like a full 45 minutes to like incorporate. I kind of just go until like they're no longer dark streaks on my spatula and it's all incorporated. Okay. Oh no.
Uh-oh. What happened?
It wasn't done oozing when I put it down.
Oh
so
no.
Now the ooze is on. Now the ooze is on the counter. All that good dose. It's okay. Make sure your pin's actually done oozing.
Yeah.
Oozing. That's okay. So. This part's going to take a little bit. This is probably going to be the longest part of this. So while this is kind of like steeping, if you can leave your stuff where it's at, great. My little double boiler is being a little pansy, so I'm just hoping that's fine. All right, so we're going to, while that's like kind of like sitting around and doing its thing, grab a microwavable bowl. Oh. And we're going to measure out a cup of whoop, 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 a cup of flour. So if you are a like gluten-free girly or like flour just doesn't do well with your tummy, you can always use like almond flour. There is a gluten-free brand at Winco that I use for our like cookie business side, and I have like found no other blends like compare 1-to-1 cup. It's called Happy Days. I think you can get them online too. But that's what I would recommend. But I don't have that issue. So I'm going to stick with flour. My belly does okay with it. Okay. Where's the spoon? Alright. So if you don't know this trick about measuring flour, you're going to know it now. What you decide to do in your own home is your own choice. I believe it's a sin not to measure flour this way. And maybe it's because my culinary art. You know what? Honestly, like in high school, I had a culinary arts teacher, and she was like so particular about everything. And she really liked my brother, and I was a people pleaser, and I really wanted her to like me too. So I was like, I'm gonna do everything you say exactly. She always said, the best way if you don't have a scale to measure flour is to just scoop it in like this, nice and light. Because when you scoop it and you grab it with the like the measuring cup, and you just do that whole like barbaric dip it in there, you're actually compacting the flour and getting a lot more than you need. So if you ever follow recipes and be like, oh, I did exactly what they said, but you're scooping it, you're doing yourself a big disservice. So it takes like 2 more seconds to do it that way. Might as well just. It's so fine. You gotta make it level. All right, we're gonna put this into. Hear me out. You can lay it out on a cooking sheet and like bake it until it gets to like 165 degrees, or you can put it in the microwave for like 3 rounds at 30 seconds. Just let it get all hot. This is only a cup, so we're gonna do like 2 rounds of 30 seconds. And you might be like, yo, why are we microwaving flour? Do yourself a solid, go to Google and like look up what bacteria and stuff could be in raw flour.
Oh yeah.
And then come back and tell me what it says, because you will never again will I just like eat.
Well, who eats raw flour anyways? Raw. Kill all the bacteria.
They're just going. Reminds me of that TV show, The Osmosis. Like
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis. He's like going in there. He's fighting.
I loved that show.
Yeah. Oh, I love that show. I did. That was a good show. All right. And I'm just gonna give it a little stir-rooney. Yeah, I like this playlist better.
Okay.
I retract that statement. I'm like, okay, so we're trying to like not get hit on copyright shit. So we're gonna do another 30 seconds back into the microwave.
This is covers. I don't know if that counts as.
You know, I think I might just get motivated enough to just make my own playlist, like conduct it all. And I'm somewhat musically inclined.
Be better probably.
All right, this butter should be pretty much incorporated. I'm gonna act like I'm not gonna scoop this little oil that fell off the.
Oh.
Look away. All right. And this guy should be done. We're gonna put him to the side. I need another. Bring me another.
Bring
Another
me
bowl.
some more, please.
Oh, that one's wet still. Bring me another bowl. Does anybody else have like their favorite bowls they like to use? I got like 3 bowls I like to use, and other than that, like, please don't. I should have grabbed this one from the beginning.
Yes, I have my favorite bowls that I like to use as well.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna grab this guy so I don't burn myself. All right, we're gonna pour the butter.
Pour the butter.
It smells like so. You wanna smell it?
Yeah, I'll smell it.
You don't have to. You didn't look like you wanted to smell it.
Well, now I'm curious. I'm not. I wish I hadn't smelt it.
Really?
I don't know if I like that smell.
Really? It's like an herby, buttery
It just
smell.
hit me so hard.
You weren't ready for it.
I wasn't ready for
What
it.
did you think it was gonna smell like?
I don't know.
Daisies?
I don't know.
Roses? Oh man, that's so funny. Okay, mind blown. I know. Are you talking about the flour thing? Sorry, I'm like late to seeing that on the chat, but if you're talking about the flour thing though, it's crazy the shit that is on bacteria or flour. But little tidbit.
The bacteria that's on flour?
The bacteria that's on flour, it's insane. But little tidbit. So we are like, my cookie business that I run is licensed under like a bakery, right? And so I swear, like Maricopa County and just the health department in general, like when it comes to like food, like meats and stuff like that, they have so many restrictions and rules and regulations for good reason.
For good, really good
For
reason.
really, really good reason. And then like being like a baker, you don't really like have as much fear, because the worst thing that we have is like maybe unpasteurized eggs and like flour, and then all that shit gets baked, and we're not really selling a lot of raw stuff. I mean, you kind of get into like a gray area when you're dealing with like cream cheeses and cheesecakes and things like that, but like even then, it's really not like.
It's funny because the
crazy.
inspections always feel so weird because they ask us questions that are not related to baking at all.
Nah.
That we have to know.
Like
simply
seafood,
because we
seafood stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
All
How
right.
long can you leave sushi out?
I don't fucking know. I don't
do sushi. Why? Yeah.
Just kidding. No, I do. I'm legally required to know. I do know, but anyways, okay. So half a cup of brown sugar into this butter, and then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of white sugar. Okay. All right. Bam. Done. This stuff is so easy. I keep expecting there to be more steps. Like, so complex. I'm serious. Like, this is probably the easiest shit you can whip up. Okay, so if for some reason you're like, I don't want to use butter, I don't want to use real sugar because it's not.
Is that what they sound like when they say that stuff?
Okay, listen, it's not what I sound like, it's what I hear, okay? It's my perception, it's nothing personal, I swear to God. Like, you guys are all beautiful humans. You eat as your stomach needs, you know your needs best. For me, personally, I have found that, like, I do okay with sugar, and I have no problem, like, moderating it because I eat a lot of whole foods. And because I eat a lot of whole foods, I don't crave as much sugar. So when I bake and I make myself something sweet, I want a treat. I want something that's like actually like sugar. However, if you want to like kind of do some like different stuff here, you could take the brown sugar and substitute it for 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. Still sugar, a little bit different on the glycemic index of things. And then instead of the white sugar, you could do a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And then that will give some like gooiness to it. And then if you wanted to, instead of the butter, you could do cottage cheese. And if you're looking to infuse the cottage cheese, you'll just put it in like a food processor and like pulse it with the cottage cheese. And if you have like the rice applicator or any of the RSO oils that are like pretty much ready to go and don't need a lot of time to incorporate into the fats, just put it in there, infuse it, blend it, and then use that instead of the butter. Cool? But as this recipe stands, it's looking at like one serving is going to be 10 milligrams of like cannabinoids or THC, 42 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat, and 14 whole grams of protein.
Bam.
Just kidding. All right, so
Wait, 14 for the whole recipe or per serving?
per serving.
Oh, nice.
Right. So our flours kind of had some time to cool down now. I'm going to like stir it even more because it's a little bit clumpy. What's it? Real butter for life, right?
I'm with you, my butter lover.
Yeah. Butter, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, also, if you want more homework, go to YouTube.
Why are you giving out everybody homework? What the
Go-
hell?
Go
Math, homework.
and check
This is
out
bullshit.
and check out how seed oils are made.
Oh, that's just whack.
I went on a rabbit hole, and that was a rabbit hole I really wish I did not do. All right, so this protein that I'm going to put into the flour. So we have our butter. Okay, just to recap, we have our infused butter, brown sugar, white sugar, and you know what? We can add our vanilla before we forget. So
Don't forget about the vanilla.
don't forget the vanilla. I think we're out of the good vanilla, man.
Isn't it?
Nope, it's
I
right
thought
here.
you had it right there in your hand.
Kaboom! Bow! Bow, 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 bow. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, this isn't like I get no affiliations with these brands I'm telling you guys about, right? Like, these are like literally just what I personally use. This is what our entire bakery revolves around. It's called Where's Market. He is a local dude in Scottsdale, and he infuses his own, not infuses.
He doesn't infuse.
He doesn't infuse.
That's not infused.
Boom, back it up. He does not infuse. He makes his own vanilla, and he takes it through like a 12-month process. And when I say like, I really love partnering with people who are passionate about what they do. Like, this man knows vanillas inside and out, and like, it's game changer. I will never.
We sat and talked about vanilla for like an hour.
No, we did.
Like legit.
It was important to me when we started our cookie business that we had something. We're gonna do a tablespoon of vanilla, but tell the story, Brad. What story? Wait. The best part about the vanilla. Oh yeah. So I think the thing about the. Back up. Okay, so the that last hit is like not necessary.
It was 100% necessary.
It was
This
100%.
is so entertaining to watch.
My brain is just like like I know what I want to say. I know the story I want to tell you. Okay, so when we started our company, I really wanted to like source a lot of our ingredients myself. Like, I wanted to make our own vanilla. I wanted
Just
to
do it all.
do it
yourself.
all. Like,
Do it all.
if I could take a cacao bean and make it into a chocolate chip and then use only those chocolate chips that we make ourselves, I would do it. Because
Yeah.
I've learned the power of putting my like love and energy into things, and like that's the kinds of stuff that I'm willing to do to create like a good product, right? And so I told Brad, I was like, hey, when we got our bakery, I was like, you know, it'd be really cool if we made our own vanilla. And he's like, okay, have you ever made vanilla before? I was like, no, but I've been like researching, and that I think his research was a little bit further ahead than mine, because I didn't realize how long of a process that vanilla would take. And then we started researching that we were gonna like do it, and I realized it was gonna be like a 12-month process. I was like, dude, we'd have to like predict what our business is gonna look like in 12 months, and like I don't know what that's gonna look like.
How much vanilla we're gonna need.
And so he comes home one day, and he's like, hey, I set up a meeting with the vanilla guy, and so
Is that what I sound like?
yeah, you sound
Okay.
like you came in and you're like, hey babe, we got a meeting tomorrow with a vanilla guy that I talked to. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, go ask. Let's do it. I love a man that delivers.
I'm gonna find the next best thing, right? It's like you wanted to do your own vanilla so that you know it's being sourced and made and all that stuff. The way that just so like it's done right. So I was like, I'm gonna find someone who cares about vanilla that fucking much, and we'll just see if we can get our vanilla from them.
Yeah.
And we're lucky that he did have a wholesale vanilla program for bakeries.
Yep.
And so we've been getting our vanilla from him since then. And I mean, he clearly cares about his vanilla.
He does.
So much so that Amanda makes caramel from time to time, and part of their passion project with their vanilla is making ice cream as well. And they both didn't like. I don't know if they both didn't like caramel, but like they just couldn't find caramel that was like good. And then they had our caramel, and there was, I guess it was like the perfect match for their ice cream that they make with their vanilla, and which we make their caramel with
their vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
But you can tell you can tell they care about what they're making and producing and selling to people.
They do. They really do. And that's important, Like if I'm gonna partner with somebody, I want to partner with somebody who cares about what they're doing. All right, so the next step is we're gonna take our protein powder and put it into the flour. So when choosing a protein powder, for me, this is me. I could talk about protein all day long, but when choosing a protein powder, I wanted something that was clean, that didn't have additive flavors. Whenever you like bake with anything with additive flavors, it changes the profile. And then a lot of times, like proteins will put in like extra like xanthan gum or like some kind of like anti-caking silicone to like keep it from caking in the bag, and which is like understandable when you're like trying to deliver a product that like dissolves well and isn't caked together. But when you're baking and you're like putting it into the flour, for me, it changes the texture. It changes everything. So what you predict a cookie to taste like or feel like or the texture to be, and you put a protein that has extra like binding agent into it or extra like anti-caking agent into it, it like changes the entire thing. So we mix our own protein. We get just like a whey isolate, a hydrolyzed whey isolate, a hydrolyzed whey isolate, or whey hydrolysate, either way you want to say it, and a casein, and we do 70%, 30%, and we mix it, and that's what this is. So I'm gonna do like 2 scoops. Whatever your protein powder scoopage is what I suggest. This came straight from our bakery wholesale thing, so I'm gonna eyeball what I know is from experience, like about 2 scoops. So, eyeball. We're gonna mix those bad boys in together. Sounds like a Barney song. Ooh. Did you guys know? You guys want to hear the story about how Brad and I met?
Oh, you're gonna tell that one?
I'm gonna tell a part of that one. No, I'm not gonna tell the whole thing.
Give little tidbits out.
Just like little sneak bits. So our first date was actually a baking date, and this sweet man, decided he was gonna stop and get a bottle of wine.
Yep.
And so he went in.
Which I know nothing about wine.
It was nothing.
I was just like, "What's your favorite kind of wine?"
And I said,
kind of went from there.
Yep. So he walks in. He's like, "Hey, we're baking chocolate chip cookies. We're gonna fold the flour into the wet ingredients. That's what step we're on." But he decided he was going to.
I went to a Total Wine & More because I'm like, they sell alcohol.
Yeah.
And they have people that know what they're doing. I think. Because I didn't know what I was doing.
You want to tell the story? You should tell it from your point of view. I tell it from my point of view all the time. I gotta grab milk too.
So I go to the Total Wine & More store after finding out what her favorite wine is, and I'm talking to the wine person. I'm like, I don't know much about wine.
Pause that real quick. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of milk into it. I like to use the high protein Carbmaster milk because protein.
Got extra protein.
Anyways, okay, so you go to the Total Wine and More.
Yeah, and they're like, the lady's like, well, what do you have? Because I'm like, I'm going on a date tonight. We're gonna make some. We're gonna be baking. I need to find something that like complements that. I tell her that we're making cookies, and I could tell she's like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, the look she gave me, she's like, you fucking idiot. There's nothing that pairs with cookies.
Pairs wine with cookies.
I do.
I want to. I'm asking. And so what'd she do? She took
me and actually found some sweet wines that she thought would actually work with the cookies. I mean, there's dessert wines, right? Like, there's wines that pair with
desserts. Moscatos and stuff.
Yeah, which is what it was, wasn't it? It was a Moscato, right?
Yeah. It was Moscato.
Yeah.
It was like a white Moscato. And so we baked cookies and then did other activities, which I'm not going to talk about. But, yeah. It was crazy because, like, I had not baked in...
Those other activities that you're talking about.
We're not going to talk about it. But it was crazy, though, because okay, chocolate chips, you measure with a fucking heart.
You are measuring it with a heart. Isn't that a heart-shaped?
It is. Look at these little things. So these little spoons I got from my sister's wedding, and they all say like a spoon, a heap of love, a spoonful of affection, a pinch of joy. And there's another one. It's stuck together, and I really want to know what it is. And a dash of tenderness. Gag. Sometimes things are so cheesy, they're cute, and this was just one of those times. Ooh, you crushed Med chocolate for mine. Oh, that would be a really smart idea too.
What's that? It's like some infused chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh damn! You're double
dipping.
Holy shit!
I am unworthy. I am not on that level.
On the next stream, we're gonna show you how to infuse your own chocolate. No.
On the next stream, we're gonna show you how to stop being a little bitch like me. Just kidding.
Listen, just every ingredient that you put into this.
It's just be like
just completely fuck your world up.
Like a fucking 100 milligram fucking dose. Yeah, right. The first time I had, honestly though, the reason why I started doing this and like started just wanting to share like the little bit of knowledge that I might have is because I had a Halloween party right after we met. We had a Halloween party, and he had to carry me up the stairs because I was so gone. So my stepbrother's
you were throwing
fiance
up outside. Gone.
Brought these medicated brownies, and
they made themselves.
That they made themselves,
yeah.
And so she used an infused butter. But she didn't like adjust for like the dosage of like per person. She just infused the entire batch of the butter with the entire whatever. Like it was like she got it from somebody that infused it for her.
Yeah.
And it was just like
it's like a fucking 1,000 milligrams stick of butter.
So they come over with these brownies, and I'm like, so Aiden, who uses a lot, and I'm like, hey Aiden, like what would you say like this milligram is at? And she's like, oh, like, probably like 10 milligrams. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, he's well using. Like, he probably knows, you know? And so I had this brownie, and I ate it. And about 30 minutes later, the whole room's spinning. I'm laying there with my dog on the floor, like, getting ready to pass out. And I just get nauseous and run outside and puke. And I wasn't the only one. But the crazy thing is, those two motherfuckers were just standing. They're like untouched. Untouched. And I was like, dude, how did you get that much? Like, I don't get it. Okay, so we got our cookie dough. We're gonna portion it out. Do you know? I wanted to get those little circle things out of the garage, but I haven't. From the bakery. Like the little tubs, like the little single serving tubs.
Oh, those little guys?
Yeah. Can you find me 6 of them?
I think we have some in here in the closet.
We have some in the closet. Hell yeah.
If I'm thinking
This
of
sounds
the
like
same
worship
thing you're
music.
thinking of.
Okay, no.
I feel like
change
reggae
a little
music
bit.
has a lot of overlap with worship music.
Y'all thought you were coming here to learn to bake. You didn't know you were gonna get a show too. Just kidding. I'll keep you
Talking about
entertained.
these, right?
Yeah.
All right. There's one in here. I gotta go.
Oh, there's only one. Okay.
I
I'll
gotta
get
look in
started.
the garage for the rest. Be back.
I'll be back. I gotta make him his own uninfused cookie dough too. Oh, thank you. You like my little face? So I went to my dad. I went to go see my dad in Heber, and there was like this like thrift marketplace going on, and he's like, "Pick out your favorite thing, baby. I'll buy it for you." And I was like, "Thank you, Daddy." And so this is the thing I found. 2 shells by Dirty Heads. I freaking love Dirty Heads. I usually that's like what I listen to is a lot of Dirty Heads, a lot of different like I don't even know if Dirty Heads I won't even consider like reggae-ish, but we're keeping it copyright free just because we're on like Twitch and stuff like that too, and I don't want to like get cut for all that stuff. But yes, girl, Dirty Heads is where it is 100% at. Okay, I don't know too much about like where this camera is at, what I can see. I'm kind of just everywhere. I don't need
do most of your stuff right here where those are.
Okay.
That's like the best. That's like almost center.
Okay. We are going to portion these guys out. I personally have like these little cookie scoops, but honestly, as long as I get into different, like 6 different things equally, whether you do that with the scale, you do that by good eyeball judgment, it's really up to you.
Scale's gonna be your most accurate.
Scale's gonna be the most.
But I feel like
accurate.
the scoop is good enough.
Scoop's good enough. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. This is gonna be like a good post workout because you got like the.
Oh yeah.
You got like a little bit of that high sugar carb.
Or after
just
work.
Shuttle that protein in. Yeah. I got excited and I put 3 in that for some reason. So hopefully there's enough to make 3 on the other ones.
You can just take that one out.
I could.
It looks like you have enough.
I know.
To put 3 in every single one of them.
Hell yeah, dude. It's like I've done this before.
Weird.
Weird. It's like I make cookies for a living.
Weird.
Weird. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. Okay, there's that one, and then last one. Oh, just kidding. That was not the last one I got.
It's not.
I seriously just never don't let them guess your next move. I guess I don't know. This is probably like perfect amount actually.
You're the perfect amount.
I am. Thank you. I received that. Get all spiritual on you. The light in me offers the light in you. What the fuck?
Stop trying to out-spiritual me.
I'm not out-spiritualing you. I kind of feel like your tone's a little hostile though, so. This is what 230 chocolate 3. Ooh, so you must like have a pretty decent tolerance then, because if I went like anything higher than 10 milligrams.
Remember that time you accidentally had a 30 milligram gummy?
Should I tell that story right now, or should I keep that?
No, of course you should tell that story because it's
so,
relevant to this.
The other day we went to the dispo, and I always pick up.
It's like a month ago.
It was like, was it like a month?
Yeah, it was like a month ago at this point.
While I tell you this story, so that's basically it. That was the process. I'm gonna tell you guys a couple more stories, and I'm gonna repeat the process again because I gotta make him some that are undosed so he can hang as well.
I just want to feel cool with y'all without
1,000 milligrams a day.
What?
Girl! So I've heard that women like can build up a really fast tolerance and like a really high tolerance. That's a lot.
Man, I can like take like 10 milligrams in a day is a lot for me.
Yeah. I mean,
Holy
okay,
shit.
I'm not judging a lot, right? Like that's your, you know.
Oh
before,
yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like I just feel like such a
in
baby.
relativeness, I feel
I feel like such a baby.
So
I'm like 10 milligrams is so much for me.
So do you do like? But I mean, I also don't want to like get super personal, ask you tons like personal questions, but like,
what's your social security number?
What's your social? just decide right here. What's your social security number? But like, you probably medicate for something like chronic and like something that like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I medicate for kids. I have kids. No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking to the chips. Sorry, I get like nonverbal sometimes. It's not okay. So I'm gonna repeat this process. This is the whole process. I'm gonna repeat this process. I'm gonna hang out with you guys for a little bit longer as well, because I am just loving all this chat going on. Okay. I don't have lids for these guys though.
I got them right here.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Can I have them?
Yep. I guess.
You want them. I guess. Sure. I'll give them to you. We're gonna stack these guys up, and we're gonna probably label these guys as well.
I think that'd be wise.
Probably. We have a cool little labeler we use for a cookie business that I like to use. But
do we have that here?
No, we don't
have it here.
No, we
I'll get something to label it.
Cool. What a man. What a man. He's the best. Okay, so the time that they gave me the 30 milligram, dude. So I went to Curaleaf, and like I don't have my card, so I just do like the retail, right? And we always get the Happy Jack or the Happy gummies from Bake Bros, and they come in a 30 milligram and they come in a 10 milligram. And so a lot of times they run out of the 10 milligrams because if you don't know this, Bake Bros does like a BOGO. I don't know if it's buy one get one half off or buy one get one free.
I think.
But they do it for mental illness and veterans, which is why we love them, have used them for so long.
That's why I get them, because I'm mentally ill.
Yeah, because he's mentally ill and he's a veteran. So
no, that too.
That too, but he's mentally ill because he's a veteran. Let's be honest. So the guy, like, I don't know if he just mistakenly, I don't know what happened, but we get to the gym and I take my entire gummy. I don't look at it. I don't think anything twice about it because I'm like, oh, it's like my normal stuff. I take the gummy, and then we're looking at the packaging because I'm just like super excited about anything all packaging, and I'm like looking at like the strain and where it came from and like tracking all those things because I'm a nerd, and realize it says 300 milligrams. And I'm like, babe, why does it say 300 milligrams? And I took a 30 milligram, which is 3 times.
After you ate, yeah.
After I ate, yeah, 3 times the dosage as I usually do. Went to the gym, and I was zoinked for like that entire time.
Jinkies.
I was fucking. I do be getting zoinked way too often. Not too often, but like in bad circumstances. Like I should not have. By stupid accidents too, It's not my.
Always.
It was an oops.
Always label your infused food
for safety.
If you have other people in the house.
Yeah. Especially if you have like we got a big family.
We do.
4 kiddos, 3 adults here. That's a lot. That is a lot. Shabam. All right. Repeat the process for Bradley, Sir Bradley.
Well, and the kids. I'm sure the kids like to have some cook it out.
This butter, though, I don't necessarily need to do the whole double broil thing where I can just melt. Oh! But yeah. are you labeling those with? Just like, those look sketchy as fuck. Let me see. Let me see what.
What do you know? What do you want to see? What do you need to see?
Let me see the package.
What do you need to see?
Look at it. They're just like.
That way you know. Infused, 21 plus. Don't touch.
Don't touch.
I should write "don't touch" on there too.
Don't touch, unless your name's Red or Amanda. But yeah, I think does anybody have any questions on anything baking related? Infusion, protein, health?
I got a question. How the hell do you figure out like how much each little serving is? I've never understood that part.
So, if I put in 80 milligrams or 60 milligrams into that butter, right? I take like the entire fat that I'm going to work with.
Oh, okay. So you're not.
So it's like a half
butter
a cup of oil or half a cup of butter or half a cup of whatever you're using for that base to solidify the cannabinoids to. Then I look at how many servings it's going to yield, and I put in as many cannabinoids as I want times the yield. Does that make sense? So if I want 10 milligrams and it yields 6, then I gotta put 60 milligrams.
Oh, gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
So if I want,
I'm gonna leave that up
if there's, if I, okay, well let's do it this way. If I wanted a 10 milligram dose and there was 8 servings, how many would I have to
you
put
put
in?
80 milligrams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And the thing shows you easily how to like measure 1 milligram or 2
So
milligrams.
depending on the packaging, yeah. So like these guys, each click or each line is 44.47 milligrams of total cannabinoids. So that's total.
One line's 44 milligrams.
So I put in 2 lines. So these are gonna be about 12
Gotcha.
milligrams each. So I put about like 80
For one ball?
for that whole thing.
For this whole thing?
Yeah. I want to try them though. I didn't even get to try them. I just balled them all up.
Are you 21 plus?
I don't know. Do you need my ID?
Yeah, give me your ID.
Sir, I forgot my ID.
I don't know if you're a undercover agent trying to bust me for. That's the thing. That's why bartenders ask for IDs. There's literally a program where they go out with an underage person to ask for.
Mazel tov.
Are you Jewish?
So you use your protein scooper. So usually a protein scoop, most protein scoops for like the like general scoop is like 32 grams, which ends up being like almost 2 scoops will probably be close to like a 1/3 cup. That's another thing too. So whenever I'm putting like protein into like a recipe, I just omit. So like let's say the original recipe without any protein is 1.5 cups. I just omit X amount of protein that I want to put into it. So like if the protein is about a 1/3 cup, I take a 1/3 cup of flour out, put that protein in. Kind of adjust for a little bit of that like texture difference. You got a little container like me. You want a little bite?
Wait for the second batch. You know, if I have weed this close to bedtime, I don't sleep well.
Or no? My little responsible old man. I love you so much.
I just like my sleep.
I know you do. Alright, let me use. I don't want to use one that had like infused stuff in it. Okay. So we're gonna repeat this for Friendly. Also, I will share this little trick, and I probably won't ever share it again. So, if cannabinoids and other flavors bind really well to butter, it would lead me to believe, I am not a professional, I only own a cookie business, but that was completely by accident. Or I'm not saying that to be like sarcastic, like that like literally was not an intentional thing. So I am not qualified to tell you this at all. However,
You're gonna tell them anyways.
I'm gonna tell you anyways, like vanilla mixed in with butter. Like if you mix your vanilla with butter before you do like any kind of drop cookie, I feel like it deepens the flavor from my experience. And so if you ever bake with me, you will probably find that as much as I can, I always put, most people put the stuff in, or the vanilla in with the eggs. I always put it in with my butters. Permeate the butter with some vanilla. There we go. Look at it, babe. Yours is almost done.
What? So fast
It's
and
so
easy.
fast.
Wow.
Wow! It's so fast and easy.
It's so fast and easy. Anybody can do it. Wow.
Wow! This recipe so fast, anybody could do it. Just kidding. So you think you can tell? Where the hell is the salt?
Are you assaulting it?
Salt, and then you're gonna salt it.
You're gonna assault it?
Don't forget the salt.
Make sure you assault your cookie dough.
Dirty little slut. Just kidding. Too far?
Oh,
Too
you got
far?
sexual real quick.
Too much?
No, not at all.
Is it assaulted enough? Alright. Oh, I need more. Boom. I know, I'm jealous. They're over there enjoying their snacks.
Who is?
Sunny. For some reason, I forget. It's not coming to mind right now, girl. I know your screen name. But she's enjoying her. She made some dough with us.
Oh,
She's
heck yeah.
enjoying it.
Come out well?
Yeah. Did it
That's
come
what's
out
up.
well? Did it come out good? Yours doesn't need milk because it doesn't have the protein. Okay. And last but not least, the baking tin.
The little mini one.
They're the mini one. Usually whenever I do chocolate chip cookies, I always do milk chocolate and semi-sweet because why choose? Yeah, send a pic. Do it.
Listen to this cover.
This cover, man.
Do you know what this is?
It's from, I don't remember the original artist, but I know the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to hell. Wow. This was copyright free, so
It's cover, yeah.
it's cover.
It's different.
It's a good song. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Where is your protein? Did I put it up somewhere?
What are you looking for? The protein?
Yeah.
It's right there in your hand.
I know.
Found it.
I forgot to put it in your flour.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You forgot the protein.
Yeah, dude. Screen record. Do whatever you gotta do, girlfriend. Just leave out the fact that I forgot to put protein in my husband's dough.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Didn't even measure it the second time.
I did too. I measured it the same way I measured mine.
Okay.
By my eyeballs. I swear I'm a lot more scientifical and precise when I'm being paid to be, like, through the business. And people
That's
are
weird.
buying
This business
cookies.
doesn't pay you, so.
It's weird. Where is the freaking thing at? Where did they're in there? I was hiding them. Alright. Some of this milk. It's so good. I'm so excited for you, baby. You're gonna enjoy it. Ready? What's up, dude?
You want some edible cookie dough? Just don't eat this one.
Just don't eat those ones with the.
She's making some that doesn't have any.
Yeah.
I'm eating it. I've labeled all
It's
the
so
ones
yummy and good. I'm glad.
Please.
Like 2 minutes. Alright, babe. All good. When I was repeating the process for him, I just forgot to like measure things, and now I'm like, it's fine. This is the life of a baker. You know how many times I make recipes and then I don't even follow my own recipes because I think I can do it better, and then I'm like, damn, why didn't it turn out the same way that it did last time?
Yeah.
It's because I didn't do exactly what I did last time. It's weird.
That's why I'm around.
Yeah. Are you gonna find me some more of these guys to make them for you?
You mean these?
Mhm. Okay.
Do you need 6 of them again? Here. Just 2 more.
I'm usually not this messy. I usually don't do this on our first date.
I don't know.
I usually don't do this
literally
on
did
a first
on the
stream.
date.
I usually don't do this on a first stream, but I got my second scooper out.
Little baby scooper?
Yeah.
I was looking for that one actually. We need the. That's the one I wanted to use when I was making the samples at the bakery. I couldn't find that little guy.
These guys lack a little bit of stability. But so do I. So, they're perfect. Man, thank you guys for hanging out with me on a random Friday night. How cool is it that I get to just like bake things? I don't know where this is coming from. Alright. I think, sadly, this is coming to the totality of which it will be.
I'll say these edible infused ones look a lot better than the.
It just kicked me off of Insta. That's okay though.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it said that it's been recording music that's contains copyright in it.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. That's okay though. I got some good vibes in over there
Is
too.
that gonna mess up things later though with Insta?
No.
Okay.
No.
We'll just have to be more careful. I thought covers would be fine, but I don't know.
I don't know. I thought covers were. I mean, it might still flag it, you know.
Yeah. Let's try this one. No copyright instrumental.
All right.
Look at that.
I do like this, but this is what we got going on. I don't like the fact that I can't. I wish there was a way for me to see on my side, like we had another screen facing me, so I could see the engagement and stuff on your side. if any.
There hasn't been any. Otherwise, I'd be repeating the engagement your way.
That's what I was thinking too. It's all good. Did you go live on Discord?
Oh no, I never did that.
I was gonna ask you, but I didn't want to ask you while I was on stream.
You should have asked me. I forgot that Discord was part of the program. I did post the stream to the Discord.
Okay. That's okay. Your cookie dough didn't come out perfectly either, so we're 1 for 1.
I know. I see that.
I tried. I don't know what happened.
You measured nothing.
I did too.
You measured with your eyeballs.
Bye.
Oh, is that it? We signing off?
Mm-hmm.
We
Thanks for
signing off
coming.
for the night?